Hey, how's it going? Turtle here with a very special report. It is the day of Tuesday, second day of the week. Maybe it's the third day of the week. I don't know when your week starts. But either way, it is June 7th, 2022. What makes a business? What is a blend? Gas prices. This won't be a very long turtle cast. Let's see what we cover today. Business. Are you really a business? Is it really a business if it all goes to chance? When you get a scratch ticket, when you get a lottery ticket or go to the casino, is that a business? When you go to bed at night, do you worry about the consumption rate of your clients? And then I ask again, do you really have a business? Maybe you need to be in a different business. Blend. What about blending some ideas together? What about blending some ideas together? You know? Speaking of gas and gas prices, outright. However, interesting blend was that now a lot of these gas pumps have gloves already on them, or like these little eco things. So it's like they blended like safety and all these other things with carbon footprint and so on and so forth. Not a good example, but that's okay. I'm just letting you know things do blend. And they all float down here. What do I mean by that? Well, what do I mean by that? Well, going back to gas prices for a second. Okay, gas is extremely high. It is $4.99 a gallon average, right? Almost $5, we'll say, a gallon. Okay. Now here's my prediction. They won't stay like that. It'll go back down. And the reason why I say that is because people's buying behaviors haven't really changed yet. And in general, all their buying behaviors, not just buying gas. But when they do, the ball will be back in the court of the consumer, and they will have no choice but to bring the price back down. So I'm not worried about it. 1. 2, if you're in a business of just making money, where all you care about is making money, then you are going to be more affected by gas prices than anybody else. I am not. I am dirt poor, but I don't even flinch at gas prices. If anything, I might read an extra couple chapters of an entrepreneur book, basically a how-to book, because every library in America has thousands upon thousands of books that will tell you how to get a better job, how to get a better life, how to save money. And they're not even just entrepreneur books, there's just all kinds of books that could help you and hack life, I guess you can say, and remove some of the obstacles. So with that, I'm saying the companies that are most going to be affected by gas prices are the ones that are all about price, and they cater to price. Because you just gotta look at the whole domino effect. If they're selling based on price, and it's kind of a race to the bottom, and all their distributors are, you know, they rely on having to go to your facility and use gas, that's going to obviously be an effect. People that are, if your client base is like all price choppers, you are definitely going to be affected by that. Just like right down the board, if you're just like, you got an idea that you like half care about, but it's like it's a good money maker, but you really don't care about the clients, you really hate it and all that, then again, all these things are going to tie to the gas prices, and you're going to raise your prices, right? And all that. the people that really aren't going to be affected run a different game, and if you've noticed that they've kept the same game during Corona and the gas leap and all that, gas price leap, pay attention to that, because they're doing something in or within their business that's working so well that it basically makes them bulletproof. And I'm not saying I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm not saying I am or this, nothing like that. I'm just saying these are the reasons why. But anyways, I'll give you a quick business in a box before I tie this up. Okay, you ready? You find two interests, and you find some people, some players with money. Now, I wrote down some players with money. Like, I think about people that have money, and what do they have? What do they spend their dumb money on? Is more like it. What do people that have money spend dumb money on? And I'm not saying you go right ahead and sell them that. That's probably a dumb way to go about it. What I might want to do is, let's say, horseback riders, horse trainers, right? Or people that own RVs, like RVers, or people that own yachts, sports clubs, skiers, okay? These people aren't typically dirt poor. How do you get into their wallets? You're going to have to get into their heads and their hearts first. Let's just say that. Okay. Don't steal my idea, because I might do it. But this is what I'm going to do. This is what I might do. This is what somebody could do. Okay. Take a health issue like not smoking, not drinking, right? I'm sure there are some people that do all those things that happen to have money, that do those activities, that also are smoking cigarettes and would like to quit, or drinking and would like to quit, right? But I thought of something when I was in one today, and I was like, wait a second, this kind of blends together. And I thought, sauna. Saunas are not cheap. They might be cheap or inexpensive for somebody that has money. The health benefits from a sauna and the health benefits from smoking cigarettes, I mean, not smoking cigarettes, is like huge. And not to mention the money you would save not smoking cigarettes. You could easily afford a sauna that I could be selling you or anybody. So, you know, and also the program in which I would do a stop smoking one would be no nicotine patches or any fancy pills or anything like that. No, it would just basically be listening to an audio, but it could be on a video too, audio, like with some literature there, or it could be just straight up literature, a PDF, a book. All of the above would be a great product, I guess you can say. It would be pretty much the same thing for all platforms, but some people are better learners through video, some and seeing, and some are better listening in like a podcast, in little chunks, and some people would be better reading, or some people like to just kind of blend them all, or some people might like to just do them all because it's smart to go through some literature more than once if you really want to grasp it. So that would be the blend. And you can go back and listen to that again to kind of see what I was saying there. But I really would just stick with going on something like social media. If you want to start, you know what I mean, you want to get people's attention, And then just, get them over to so you can have a conversation somewhere else. Email is a great platform for that. And when you're talking to them, don't just whip it out, quote unquote, if you know what I'm saying. Deliver on the promise and whatever it is that got them to want to be on your email list, and tell very impactful, emotional, not plagiarized, not too unrealistic stories that really hit home. You know what I mean? And then somewhere in there, maybe you could mention the benefits of not smoking, let's say in this case. And if they want to learn more about it, they could get the book. They could get this non-smoking thing, And when they buy that, well, now they're on a buying list. And when you get them on a buying list, you can continue having great conversations with them of life, how great life is not smoking, and that they should treat themselves with a nice sauna, because first of all, they're going to be saving so much money from not smoking cigarettes that they could probably buy 2 saunas in a year, easily probably 1. So it's basically like all they're doing is giving up something that's taking away all their money, and then they're getting like a free sauna out of it. And again, I would stay away from pitching that to somebody that's really broke. I probably want to go after markets or pockets of people that have a little, that have a little money to spend, and they're also very concerned about, maybe they have a cigarette habit, a smoking habit, and maybe they just don't know the truth, and they just really need to know the truth. So that's kind of like my business in a box. After they buy the book and stuff, again, it'll be much easier to convince them that they're basically like missing out on life as it is smoking, but then they're missing out even more when they have the freedom of not being an addict to, like, let's say nicotine. That, I can't tell you, there's nothing more like, it's almost like taking ayahuasca, or like a DMT trip, I guess you could say, going in a sauna. I don't know if you ever have been, but it's like, it's very cleansing, like refreshing. It kind of just like resets everything, and your senses already get reset just from not smoking. You bundle that with sauna, and then you take a nice like hot shower or a cold shower after. I'm telling you, you feel like a whole new person, and you bundle that with exercise and a good diet. I'm telling you, and it all starts really just from reading a book and applying yourself. So again, don't worry about the gas prices. They will go back down. That's my prediction, but I'm pretty confident about it. We did this before. I don't know if it was subconsciously or not, and we should have learned from that too. Like, gas prices went up during COVID, and we're still technically in COVID weather, right? But when we were at the peak of the pandemic, them gas prices went up for a while. But you know what? People were staying at home. They were cutting their spending. They weren't going out as much. They weren't using as much gas. And guess what? We had the gas places by the balls. And we can do it again. I know, we just got through a Memorial Day weekend and stuff like that, so it's natural, and I think it's totally okay for them to, in my opinion, as an entrepreneur, to raise prices during these times, because guess what? We can't get mad at the gas companies raising their price during holidays. You want to know why? Because when it's not a holiday, they're at war with each other for like the lowest price down to the bottom. Sometimes some smart even though it doesn't sound smart, I think it is smart. Some smart gas stations, convenience store gas stations, actually lose money on gas. Sometimes they're willing to lose 5 or 10 cents a gallon because they know that people are going to be spending X amount of money in the store. So, little hint there, as a lead magnet, gas prices are the lead magnet for gas stations that are convenience stores. And when it's a price war out there, whoever has the cheapest gas usually wins, right? And it doesn't mean you just win by having cheaper gas. You win because you got the client in the store, and then you have things that they want, and they spend so much money that the gas expense is like a fraction of what they spend when they get their lottery, their cigarettes, their snacks, their drinks, their coffee, their little lunch, whatever it is, right? So, well, speaking of food, I'm going to go have my dinner now, but I just wanted to say that to you and pass that along. And, you can always go to Turtlecast. I think it's turtle-cast.com for more information, for more things related, more modules, more learning, little tools. There should be some merch up there, too, some cool little stuff like t-shirts and stuff, too. I'm not sure which ones are set up right now, but there should be some a couple foundations too, actually, for supporting wildlife and turtles and stuff. So definitely support them, if anything else, too. And of course, like, a proceeds from anything that you've given us through Patreon or through this podcast or Turtlecast or any of our merchandise. We always put a percentage of the proceeds to a donation, somewhere we can donate it to a good solid foundation that's helping helping the world go round. And we love turtles and we love nature, so you can expect that you're gonna see some see something up there. We might actually have a lot. We might actually have a bunch of them up there by now, by the time this one gets released. So, again, have a good one. Thank you very much for listening, as always, and take it easy. Peace.